This video is all about the 5 reasons most men fail on their self-improvement journey, what those reasons are, and how to eliminate those actions, negative mindsets, and habits from your life so you can achieve your goals. So if you want to fail on your self-improvement journey, watch this video. And if you want to succeed, definitely watch this video so you know what not to do so that you can be successful, you can achieve what you want. So thank you so much for checking out the video, guys. My name is Gabe, and this channel is called Better Man. It's all about helping young men along the road of their self-improvement journey. I got a new camera, a new webcam. I hope I'm looking HD and that the quality is improving, because that is my goal. Each and every Saturday, I'm bringing a new video, increasing that quality to give you guys actionable tips and steps to improve the quality of your life. But let's go ahead and jump right in. So habit number 1 is going to be inaction. So everybody who is on their self-improvement journey has goals they want to achieve. Maybe it's a financial goal of making money online. They want to make X amount online, or start their own business, or maybe they want to get fit. Maybe they want to get a girlfriend. Whatever it is, we all have these goals that seem to be very important to us, but the number one reason that people fail to achieve their goals is simply inaction. It's not taking any steps towards it. It's saying, I would like to get strong and fit in the gym, and then never actually signing up for your gym membership. So it's so common for anybody to get motivated on something. And I remember there was times in my life where I was like this as well with this YouTube channel. I wanted to make a YouTube channel for years, honestly. And I'd always talk about it, but I never even did one thing. I never even made a shitty video or made a YouTube account. And that was the number one reason that I was failing at my goal. I simply didn't take any steps towards it. Now, why is this? Why don't people take steps towards their goals? Well, the reason is almost always fear. Fear of failure. What if I go after this and I fail and I don't achieve what I wanted, and then I have to sit with that fact that I'm a failure? Well, here's two ways to counter that thought so that you can start taking action. Number 1, you need to change your mindset. So first of all, I used to feel that exact same way. Now I look at failure differently. If I have a goal and I try to achieve it and I fail, I realize, okay, I actually can take something away from that. I learn things from that experience that now I can apply to my next goal. I have more knowledge, more insight that will actually increase my chances of success in all of my future endeavors. If I didn't fail at this thing, I would have been a worse, less potent human being. So number 1 is you need to reframe it. Failure is something that is actually a positive thing. And if you're worried about, your friends or your family, laughing at you, making fun of you for failing, well, first of all, you need to think, are these people that I really want to value their opinions? And second of all, maybe don't share your goals with people who you're going to be afraid of their judgment if you do fail. So that's the first way to eliminate that inaction. The second way is you need to take massive action. So the minute that you have a feeling of, a thought of, I want to create this YouTube channel, immediately you need to take some piece of action, whether it's making an account, filming a video. It doesn't have to be huge, but it needs to be something to get that momentum going, because everybody can be struck with motivation and that can feel great. But I know so many people who then simply do nothing with it, and that motivation just fades away. And maybe a month, 2 months down the line, I ask them, hey, how's that thing you wanted to start go? How's it going? And, I have a lot of friends who they're just kind of like, oh, it didn't work out because of X, Y, and Z. They start to make excuses. And it's something that you just don't want to get into the habit of doing. You need to get into the habit of taking action so you can actually achieve what you want. Number 2 reason of why most men fail at self-improvement is going to be their egos. So a lot of people out there have egos. I have an ego. You have an ego. It's normal, especially as men. There's a innate desire to be the top dog, to be really respected, to be seen as the knowledgeable one. And you don't want to feel like you look like you know less than someone, or you might seem stupid or whatever. That's a natural feeling. But this is not a useful feeling, because if we want to become successful, we need to be able to put our ego aside and say, there's things that I don't know that people who are successful do know. I'm going to ask them questions. I'm going to be willing to actually listen to them and implement what they say. And for me, I remember when I was starting my business as a self-employed trainer, I really was a good trainer. There was things that I knew, and there would be times when I would ask somebody a question and they'd start answering me, and I would realize that because I asked them a question, they were now under the impression that I knew less than I actually did, that I wasn't as experienced as I was, that I wasn't as capable of a professional as I felt that I was. And that would hurt my ego. But I would still begin to get the knowledge in that answer that I was looking for. So I would be sitting there, listening to what they're saying, and internally battling with myself. This is not about looking like you know more than you do, or letting them know that you're actually good at your job. We don't care what they think. All we want to do is to extract the information that they have, that if I implement, will enable me to make more money, have a more successful business, be happier, whatever. So we need to just get over that ego, and it's a constant battle. Like, it happens to me still all the time, but I have to fight with it and keep it in check, because I know what is more important to me in this conversation, in this split moment, to seem like I'm really knowledgeable, or to acquire information that can actually give me more success in my life and help me achieve my goals. Point number 3 is going to be inconsistency. Inconsistency is a huge reason why most men are going to fail on their self-improvement journey. Now, everybody is inconsistent to some degree, right? That's normal. But a lot of people out there, and I have so many clients who train with me, old friends, some current friends, family, who they have goals, they have things they want in their life. They want to be, successful financially. They want to be more in shape. They want to be more well-read, more knowledgeable, and they have all these aspirations. And maybe they actually do take action. Maybe they do start that goal. But the thing is that if you are inconsistent with your habits, nothing significant will come of that. So I've had some clients who maybe they say, I really want to get in shape. And I tell them, hey, to get to the point you want to be at, it's probably going to take, 6 months. And they do train with me for 6 months. But during the course of the 6 months, they're canceling all the time. They're not following their diet very consistently at home. And, some of them will be self-aware that, I understand I didn't do what it took. And I'm not going to put the blame on you, Gabe. But some people, and this is the worst, if you're like this, you need to eliminate this now. Some will actually have the gall to say, why didn't I achieve what I want? And they really don't understand that it's because, sure, they were doing the right things sometimes, but it wasn't enough. So then I have to explain to them, I told you this is what you needed to do and you didn't do it. And having that candor with yourself where you can actually identify, okay, I really want to become more well-read. I want to be somebody who has a lot of knowledge on different topics, is a great conversationalist, and can add value to different interactions. And you're wondering, why hasn't that happened? And then you think, okay, well, I read about once a week. I've actually read only one book over the course of the year. Okay, well, now it makes sense. Why am I not actually building significant habits that are going to make me more successful? I know some people who really want to be successful in the personal training businesses they're in, and they're like, I need to start posting more Instagram content. And they're like, yeah, I didn't really get any benefit from that. And I look at their Instagram, they've made 2 Instagram posts over the past 6 months. And it just frustrates me to no end that people actually can delude themselves to think that it was something else. It wasn't them. The Instagram posting doesn't work. That's just a flawed way to go about it. No, you weren't consistent with it. That would be like if I posted one time a year on my YouTube channel and then wondered, why do I not have 5,000 subscribers? It's ridiculous. So, if you want to build that consistency, it's going to be great to start with something small, something doable. If you want to read every day, read 5 minutes a day, build that up to 30 over time. But don't set yourself up for failure with something that's unattainable for your current self. Because if you're honest with yourself, if you don't work out at all, you're not going to start working out 7 days a week. You can maybe say, cool, if I work out 7 days a week, that's great, but I'm going to start with 2. 2 is really my base goal. And if you're not consistent, you're not going to be able to achieve anything of significance. Point number 4 is going to be limiting beliefs. Now, limiting beliefs are something that everybody has, and I've realized as I've gotten older that there have been some really deep limiting beliefs that have held me back tremendously at times in my life, that now that I've either addressed them or at least become more aware of, I'm not only happier, I'm more effective at my goals, my career, my business, what I want to achieve, because I don't have these thoughts reframing my mind in a negative way. So let me give you an example. One limiting belief would be, I'm not good at talking to women. Another limiting belief would be, I'm not intelligent. Another limiting belief may be, I am weird and awkward. Now, these limiting beliefs come into play for many different reasons. Maybe you had a trauma as a kid. Maybe you had a certain experience that just kind of a teacher when you were young told you were stupid, and you just held on to that and believed it the rest of your life. Now, whatever the reason you have it, if you want to be successful, you need to get rid of those, because as you can imagine, if you want to get a beautiful woman, the woman of your dreams, and you have the limiting belief in your head that I'm not good at talking to women, you're not going to get that woman. So identify these limiting beliefs, really sit with yourself, and it can be really uncomfortable, but once you know what they are, there's 2 ways I recommend attacking these and eliminating, actually 3. Number 1 is going to be through reframing these thoughts. So you can think, instead of I'm awkward with women, you can think, I haven't practiced speaking with women a lot yet. And when you reframe it that way, you can realize, oh, I just haven't practiced it. The more I practice, the better I can get. And that becomes less of a self-limiter, but more of an opportunity for growth. So taking things, and instead of just being a victim, switching it into a way that you could actually have a growth opportunity with it. A second way I recommend for all men is, if these limiting beliefs are really persistent and deep, therapy. Therapy is something where you can really sit with a professional and actually identify where these beliefs are coming from, why you're holding them, and just systematically get rid of these. And the third is going to be, if you have these limiting beliefs, taking action. So maybe to an extent, the limiting belief is not fully incorrect. Maybe you say, I'm not going to get women because I'm out of shape. Now, is that true? No, that's not true. There's plenty of out of shape men who get women. Is it going to make it harder? Yes. So obviously identify the root causes of the limiting beliefs, work to reframe it, but you can also actually take action on getting in shape, and that will help with your limiting beliefs as well to eliminate that. So guys, those are the first 4. And number 5 of the reasons most men fail at self-improvement. And guys, this makes me so angry, because I see so many of my friends who aren't successful, aren't happy. I see so many of my clients who don't achieve what they want because they have these negative habits in their life. So I don't want you to have these. I want you to eliminate these. Do the right things it takes to actually achieve your goals and be a man that you're proud of, who's respected by others. And this is something that I work on too, and I don't have fully checked in, fully dialed in either, but being aware of it and constantly working towards these things is going to just tremendously change your life, make you potent. So number 5 is going to be poor lifestyle habits. Now this is simple. Do you go to bed at 3 a.m. every night? Do you eat shitty takeout from McDonald's every day? Do you jerk off 3 times a day instead of doing the things you need to do? Whatever these negative lifestyle habits are, don't overthink it. Don't think the reason that you're having trouble recalling words in conversation is because you need some special supplement. Don't think the reason you're talking to women is simply because you are weird and there's something uniquely weird about you. No. Have you been jerking off all the time? Maybe that's why you feel awkward talking to women. Are you not sleeping at all? Maybe that's why your workouts in the gym aren't great. So really look at your foundational basics. Your sleep, guys, your diet, your fitness, and those mindset and mental health I would add as well. And those are really going to be those foundational elements that if you're not working on them, if they're in disarray, you cannot expect to be successful. So everyone, thank you so much for checking out this video. I really hope I brought value to your life. That's the goal here at Better Man. I want to just bring value for young men out there so that we can improve on our self-improvement journey and get to the points that we want to be. If we want to achieve something amazing financially, if we want to get the women of our dreams, live in that house we want, be able to travel the world, whatever it is, it really starts with these foundational habits that are going to be the basis that we can succeed on. I have so far to go in my self-improvement journey, but I've come fairly far too. And looking back at where I was at certain points in my life, thinking that there was no hope for me, and now I'm here just because of these small habits that I've been consistent with, it's an amazing feeling. So guys, I'll see you all in the next video next Saturday. Peace.